Something incredible went down at the latest royal conference, a moment so emotional, it left both King Charles and Prince William with glassy eyes and lumped throats. People close to the royals are buzzing about the big reveal, which focused on none other than Catherine, the Princess of Wales. She's quietly changed what it means to be royal, and this moment wasn't just about roles or responsibilities. It was about unity, purpose, and a future shaped by vision. So, what exactly did King Charles say about Catherine that made it all so moving? And why did William's promise beside her feel like such a key moment for the royal family? Stick around as we break it all down, and feel free to drop your thoughts in the comments if you want more royal updates. The connection between King Charles, Prince William, and Catherine has always gone deeper than formal duties. It's built on real respect, shared struggles, and a deep understanding of what it takes to carry the crown. At the June 15, 2025 conference held at Buckingham Palace, just after the energy of Trooping the Colour, you could feel the tension in the air. The room was full of press and important guests, and everything went quiet as Charles stepped up to speak. His voice was steady and warm, but every word hit deeper than just tradition. He talked about Catherine not just as his daughter-in-law, but as a key part of the monarchy's future. Everyone watching knew right away, this wasn't just another speech. This was a father, a monarch, and a man showing his heart for the world to see. Charles has always spoken highly of the people he loves, but what he said about Catherine this time was next level. Catherine has shown us what it means to serve, with grace, with strength, and with vision, he said, his voice catching just a little. He praised her work in childhood development, mental health awareness, and her quiet bravery through her cancer battle, which she revealed was in remission back in January 2025. The crowd held its breath as he called her a shining light for the royal family, someone who connects history and the modern world effortlessly. What really made it powerful wasn't just the praise, it was the honesty. Charles, who's had his own health struggles, spoke from the heart. He admitted the royal life takes a personal toll, which is rare for a king. "We are a family first," he said, looking toward William, who stood nearby, clearly touched. Sources say Charles spent weeks writing that speech, using private talks with Catherine to shape it. He wasn't just honoring her work, he was hinting at big changes with her at the center. It's about building a legacy and keeping the monarchy relevant in today's world. But there was more. Charles shared a bold new direction for the royals: fewer working members, a focus on modern causes, and Catherine helping lead the charge. For Charles, this wasn't only about policy, it was deeply personal. In Catherine, he saw his hopes for a monarchy built on compassion and connection. While his words set the tone, it was Prince William who brought the room to its feet. He stepped forward, looking every bit like the future king, but it was his raw emotion that truly stood out. "My wife, Catherine, has always been my partner in this journey," he said, voice thick with feeling. "Together, we'll carry on my father's vision, not just out of duty, but as a promise to our kids and the world." The room filled with applause, but for those who know William best, it was the shake in his voice that said it all. This was a man moved by his wife's strength, his father's faith, and the huge weight of what's ahead. William's words weren't just symbolic. He laid out real plans. He and Catherine would lead environmental efforts like the Earthshot Prize and grow her Royal Foundation Center focused on early childhood. He talked about their joint mission to truly listen to people, pointing to Catherine's rare gift for connecting with everyday folks through her kindness and honesty. Royal watchers noticed something different in William, less polished, more genuine. It felt like he wasn't just speaking as a royal, but as a husband and dad, grounded by the woman at his side. The power of that moment was all about the timing. Just days before, Catherine made a stunning return to public life at Trooping the Colour, standing tall beside Charles and William on the palace balcony. She looked radiant, even after her health battles, a quiet but powerful message of strength. William brought that up in his speech, saying, "Catherine's courage has inspired us all. She doesn't just do her duties, she lifts us." His tears weren't for effect. They came from a place of truth, a man who's seen what's behind the royal smiles. While Charles and William took center stage, Catherine's quiet strength tied everything together. She didn't speak at the event, and insiders say that was intentional. Catherine knows her power is in what she does, not just what she says, one royal source explained. Her behind-the-scenes work on policy, guiding younger royals, and holding the family close is now central to the monarchy's new path. This isn't about grand statements. It's the quiet, steady choices she makes every day.
Take how she parents.
Catherine's always worked hard to give Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis a grounded upbringing, even with the world watching. Charles touched on this too, noting how her focus on family mirrors his own hopes for a monarchy that feels real. Her style is hands-on school drop-offs, quiet words at public events. These moments don't just shape her kids, they shape how people see the royal family. She's the mom fixing Charlotte's hair at Wimbledon, the wife sharing a quick look with William during tough times. Those small, human touches are what make her so relatable, and they've helped reshape the monarchy's image. But her reach goes even further. Her royal foundation has become a place where bold new ideas are born, from mental health work to childhood development. At the conference, Charles hinted at a new project, one Catherine's leading, that'll bring mental health support into schools across the Commonwealth. This isn't just another program. It's part of her legacy, rooted in her belief that strong families build strong societies. It's that ability to mix heart and duty that makes her so essential to both Charles and William. The conference wasn't just about what's next, it was also a look back at how far the royals have come. For Charles, Catherine's role in the monarchy is something he feels deeply. He's watched her grow, from a young woman under the spotlight to a confident leader who's earned real respect. One insider remembered a quiet moment after Catherine's cancer news in March 2024, when Charles visited her at Kensington Palace. He was in awe of her strength, the source said. It reminded him of his own mother's resilience. That bond, built through shared hardship, came through in Charles's words at the conference. His praise sounded like a proud father. For William, the memories are even more personal. He's seen Catherine face criticism, illness, and the constant demands of royal life, all while staying his steady support. He shared a memory at the conference from Trooping the Color in 2025, when Catherine stood strong, even though her recovery was still fresh. "She showed up not just for duty, but for us," he said, his voice cracking. Royal watchers also point to smaller moments, like how she calmly guides the kids in public, as signs of her steadying presence. From her first appearance after her diagnosis to how she carried herself at the conference, these experiences have shaped William's hopes for their future together. And the public has seen this journey too. From being called Waity Katie to becoming a respected global figure, Catherine has defied all the old headlines. Her decision to skip Royal Ascot at the last minute in 2025 to prioritize her health resonated with many. At the conference, Charles addressed this head-on. Catherine's courage reminds us that strength lies in vulnerability. It was his way of saying she connects not through image, but through authenticity. The event wasn't just about warm words. It marked a turning point, a monarchy embracing change. Charles laid out a bold new plan, fewer royals doing more focused work. It's a major shift. At the center of it are Catherine and William, balancing centuries of tradition with today's expectations. Behind the scenes, Catherine's influence is shaping that future. She believes in soft power, leading through example, not commands. Her style is now the model for a modern monarchy. This isn't easy. Charles first hinted at a leaner royal team during his 2023 coronation, and now it's happening. Catherine and William lead the charge, with help from loyal royals like Princess and the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh. The goal? A smaller, more effective monarchy, and Catherine's ideas are guiding the way. Her early childhood center, for example, is growing fast. By 2027, it plans to expand across the Commonwealth. The project, built on her belief that strong families create strong nations, shows how she turns personal values into real-world action. Charles praised that, saying her work is a legacy that will outlive us all. But big change brings big questions. Some ask if fewer royals can still keep the global spotlight. And on social media, especially X, opinions are split. Some love the modern direction, while others worry that too much pressure falls on Catherine and William. Still, the couple doesn't seem shaken. William's Earthshot Prize is now in its 5th year, and Catherine is deeply involved in helping it grow. They're even teaming up on a new climate resilience project set for 2026. It combines their passion for the planet with social impact. Together, they're proving that leadership today means showing up, adapting, and staying true to your values, even under pressure. Catherine's role isn't just about policy anymore. Catherine's gift for connecting with people, like her warm moments with cancer patients after her remission news in January 2025, has changed what royal engagement means. She's not just a symbol. She listens. She makes the monarchy feel real. That human touch speaks to younger generations, something Charles sees as essential in today's fast-changing world. At the conference, he hinted at new digital efforts to bring the royals closer to the public, inspired by Catherine's comfort with modern communication. One insider said, "Catherine's the one who gets it. She knows the monarchy must evolve to survive." William's role is just as important. His promise to stay connected to the people isn't just talk, it's something he lives by. Whether he's speaking openly about mental health or getting involved in Earthshot, his approach feels real. At the conference, he mentioned how much Catherine's strength has taught him, especially during her illness. "She shows us how to keep going," he said, calm but clearly moved. Their bond, built on deep respect, is what's making this royal shift possible. They're not just keeping the monarchy alive, they're reshaping it to fit a new time, where heart and connection come first. As the royal summit wrapped up, one image stood out: King Charles and Prince William standing united in praise of Catherine. It wasn't just another royal moment. It was something more, a sign of a family finding its way forward in a world that values honesty over tradition. Catherine, with her steady strength and clear purpose, has become the center of this shift. She's not leading with titles. She's leading with impact. To Charles, she represents the future he's worked so hard to build, a monarchy grounded in empathy and meaning. To William, she's the partner who makes that dream feel real. The emotion on their faces said it all. This was a family tied together by love, duty, and a shared hope. What made the moment special was its mix of formality and feeling. Charles wasn't just emotional about Catherine's work. He was moved by everything they've all been through, from private health struggles to public criticism to carrying the weight of royal legacy. When he called Catherine a beacon of hope, you could hear echoes of Queen Elizabeth's belief in service, but it was also deeply personal. Insiders say Charles sees Catherine as the example of the monarchy's next chapter, a family that listens, evolves, and supports. He's seen her face cancer with courage, and her strength during that time inspired millions. Whether she's speaking with school kids or world leaders, she brings people in. That's why she's now seen as essential. And at the conference, a small glance from Charles to William said it all. This is family first, institution second. William's tears told their own story, part husband, part son. He's watched Catherine remain strong through so much, from early tabloid drama to the emotional weight of her illness. Just before the conference, at Trooping the Color in 2025, Catherine stood proudly on the Buckingham Palace balcony. Her appearance wasn't just a comeback, it was a statement. William brought that up in his speech. His voice shook as he said, "Catherine doesn't just carry us forward, she lights the way." That light, royal watchers say, shows in the little things. How Catherine comforts her kids at public events, how she truly listens to young parents during her early childhood work. These moments aren't just part of her job. They're the roots of a legacy that's already changing the royal family. Catherine's influence reaches far beyond palace walls. Her royal foundation, now key to the monarchy's outreach, is leading efforts on mental health, early development, and strong communities. At the conference, Charles hinted at a major new program across the Commonwealth, believed to be Catherine's idea to bring mental health support into schools. This isn't just another plan. It's her vision for a world where showing vulnerability is seen as strength. It's a belief she lives every day. Her skill in mixing royal tradition with real honesty, like her video in 2024 announcing her diagnosis, has changed how we see a modern princess. She's not just a symbol. She's a spark, pushing people to see the monarchy as a source of good. The public senses this. From the loud cheers during her first public return to the deep support through her illness, Catherine's become a symbol of resilience. When she skipped Royal Ascot in 2025 to focus on her health, it struck a chord. That choice, putting family and recovery first, is part of what Charles and William honored at the conference. It reminded everyone that the real strength of the monarchy is its heart. As Charles said, Catherine's job is to light the path, and she's doing that step by step. Looking to the future, Catherine's legacy is just getting started. She's not only shaping what's next for the monarchy, she's changing what leadership looks like. Whether she's preparing Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis for their future roles or supporting causes that help millions, she's building something that will last. For Charles and William, this is more than public praise. It's deeply personal. Their tears weren't just for what Catherine has done, but for what she represents, a royal family led with heart, not just tradition. What was your favorite moment from this powerful announcement? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more royal stories. Up next, another inspiring moment of courage and change you won't want to miss.